tired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all beat the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all beat the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken at his 4th. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
25-yard line.
Set, ready. Come to Andrew. Check. 1, 2, 1. Let's go. 49, check 49.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, it's Freeman, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. I got him.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. That's what I do. Mike 54.
They go play action now. Haskins. Caught by Sanu. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now it's Haskins. Complete to Jones. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
This is Quadri Allison, the rookie from Pitt. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And an alley to run. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 31. Check 31.
They'll run with a former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Big Ed. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 37, check 37.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry, 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Hey, here we go. Watch the hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard.
Here we go, here we go. 180! You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Open man is born. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the play. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go, here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo, screenplay, McKinnon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Hey, gun. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
Garoppolo now. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac. Did you trade 6s for 3s? Things are going to work out in your favor.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Flush to his right. He completes it to Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Haskins on 3rd down. The open man is Smith. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
And the Falcons first down.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. This one caught by Ridley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a 1st down.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now Haskins on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And now it's 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Smith. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Here's Sanu on the catch. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
They'll run it now with Smith. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
56 is the mic. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On the carry, it's Olison. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Get ready, get ready.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On the ground, this is Smith. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Now it's Smith. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Bryant's kick is good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And this is Selleck here with a grab. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Here we go.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One, Omaha.
Right there in the middle, 55.
I got you.
Guys, out of time, let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 55's Mike, guys, 55.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll buy some time right. And he hauls it in the end touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Hey, when you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
65. White. Stay hunt.
Garoppolo on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Second down, McKinnon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He finds McKinnon complete. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. That's a combination that 49er fans are happy to see, Garoppolo to McKinnon, and they want to see a lot of it. They didn't get to witness it at all last year. Remember, McKinnon got injured before the season began, but you think back to his final year in Minnesota in 2017, had almost 1,000 yards of total offense, a lot of those on the receiving end of things. He is definitely a weapon out of the backfield like we just saw. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
One, Omaha. Mike, 55. Check.
On first down, Garoppolo. Flushed out right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Well, last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well. That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Right there in the middle, 55. Switch up. 55 is my guy, 55. Smooth. Let's go. Man.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. It's knocked away, incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Now Olesen. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch that in, tight end's right.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street.
On second down now, it's Smith. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Olesen. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Staying on the ground with Olesen. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now here's Olesen. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Quadri Olesen. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
The kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
High 7. Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine. Quit talking about it.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Here we go.
The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Mike 55. Here we go. 13. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
Hey, gun.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ball. You're all mine, baby.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Defense all day. Six. Check my 45. I want that. Buzz. Defense, give me that ball.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Touchdown, 49ers! George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check. Show it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And to give this time to the tailback. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The tackle by Eric Armstead. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Atlanta, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but